This crowd very juiced up to see Zion Williamson healthy and ready to go. They're coming off a loss, 6-point loss in Memphis, close game. And this guy looks good. And
on the screen. And we know that
Queen trying to free up. Held up.
This is a tough possession.
Real tough. Trey off the glass. Down with that hammer. Z on the finish.
Baseline right into Zion's sideline. That's incredible. That's incredible. Good job of Trey breaking down the defense.
He stayed in the middle, was able to split it, get that soft touch you spoke of.
Zion's got a full head steam and an offensive foul for the second time. It's J. Will.
Looks like the Pelicans are going to call timeout to challenge this.
First quarter point differential, they've been outscored by an average of 5.6 points per first quarter this year, but they were up by 9, now up by 8.
We're talking about this simple big-to-big screen. PJ commits a little bit too much to the ball, giving Zion an alley and
not even trying. They gave him the shoe, he threw it back down. Williamson stymied at the rim, reverses it up and in, and is fouled. He averages 7.5 points a game.
See a good knockaway initially there by Jaren against Zion Williamson. He switched everything around the perimeter. You know Zion will go quick here. Good hands
against Jaren, banks it in and ties it with 9/10 of a second. And the Grizzlies call timeout. 15 for the game. 9/10 of a second remaining. Grizzlies call their final timeout.
Wow. This is a 3. Post up Jimmy Butler and let him go to work. They haven't scored in 5 minutes. Zion is starting to percolate a little bit. Steve Kerr sensing that will use the timeout.
Missing over the top of Matkovich. Here come the Pelicans. Williamson running the wing, lays it in, and a foul.
I mean, did you see him explode to the basket?
He is a huge foul.
And watch him. He's going to get out in the wing and run. And Murphy's looking for him the whole time. He goes up, body control.
Some tough fourth quarters at Philadelphia and then the Knicks game the other night.
Well, you also had some really great plays at that point, too. That's the kind of stuff that Queen can see. Zion at the rim. You cannot fall asleep. No major difficult ball handling. Solid defensively, and he's going to give you 20.
Williamson off the screen.
And you'll see right here, Huff, the screen by Queen.
Murphy cut off by Quentin Jackson. Queen, the fake. Baseline, Williamson. Up, under. He's got 20. The timeout. And the Pelicans have a 13-point lead.
Leslie, I think Zion hurt you and James Borrego. Thompson misses that 3. He's had a couple here early. Now Williams up top. And the throwdown from Carlo Matkovich.
Full minutes in each of the last now 10 games, and that is exactly why. Zion tries to bully his way inside and does, as Williamson has a chance for 3.
To him right now. So Dean's got to go ahead and step on over there. The problem is Dean's afraid they drop the ball down.
Garland. He'll work on Zion on the switch. He'll just fire a 3, does Darius. Zion leaks out, takes a long lead pass. He'll put it up and in, and Zion has a chance for 3.
Well, just like he drew it up, everybody collapsed to Donovan's level, and I think there's not a lot of free throws. I think when the Cavs are patient, they're able to get what they want. Makes him so dangerous. He's so quick, but it's also that left hand. Trying to adjust to that left hand is always. Go to Z. Go to Z. Read the room. Go to Z.
He's got it.
Let him impose his physicality.
Here he goes.
Yes.
And
yes.
going to the line under the 3-point line.
You have to read the room, Joe.
There's no question about that. Nick Richards with the foul after he beat Fleming.
Saddiq Bey is going to try again. And there's a miss. Williamson, the rebound on the stuff.
They don't get it, and it leads to a shot.
Just plays the game with such joy. They have found a good player. Williamson with the steal on the inbounds. Williamson down the other end and throws it down.
watch this finish.
Saddiq Bey, here's the double team. Looking. Gets it inside Williamson. How did they find that pass? Mike Brown was upset. He thought there should have been a 3-second violation.
Had a defense right here. Look, there's your stop. 1, 2, 3. Zion never left.
Zion Williamson floats it up and in. Elite shot making right now.
I'm calling that because they're saying he kicked his leg forward. And there's Zion Williamson on a floor.
Blueprint is Detroit. If I'm anybody build a team, Detroit is my blueprint.
Yes.
You go from losing 26 games. Nice move.
Switch to the left hand for Williamson against Okoro and one.
Team with a bunch of young players that you drafted, and it's all about getting the quality vets in there. Who are you?
Kind of a flatter looking shot.
Well, he's taking 8 shots, 4 of them from the 3-point line.
And Williamson right back to the cup. He's got 17.
Flash. Zion Williamson is not going to shoot a 3.
He's taken 3 all year.
And I don't even think he's taken one against the Bulls in the 2 games that we played prior to that. You know I was going to add something.
Hey, man, I'm all for it, but.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh. Zion Williamson on the easy feed from Jeremiah Fears. Second on Fears.
There it is right here. He goes and helps. And yeah, there he is right there.
Good job by Eve to chase it down. Take it yourself. Well, he'll give it and he'll get a dime because he fed it to the right guy. Z to go up.
You can't just say take it yourself and then say he fed it to the right guy.
CD Sissoko. And good job
defense by Jeremiah.
You said it. He's got Micah on the trail. Right decision.
Fears is hit. It's wide open. It's a great pass by Micah Peavy.
A really tough 4 or 5 years. Williamson in his 7th season in the league, first pick back in the 2019 draft. Look out! Powerful. 6'8", 280. Explosive. He's 4 or 5.
And the increased energy and effort in those situations that they're 12-0.
Yeah, good job, Mike. And that's Stu's favorite designation. Clutch time. 5. Oh! Going up and cleaning up.
You see how fast he did that, though? 2-hand flush. Nobody put a body on him. Boy, look at quick.
As we suspected, Luka will be in a moment. Oh, Zion, that's not a good foul by Dalton. He let him get past him, that's one thing.
Zion kept him on his hip, and then there was no weak side help.
Good defense by Keyshawn. Really good defense. Didn't reach.
Zion on the baseline. Count the bucket and the foul. It's too big.
Watch how he just blows by Bilal there, and then once he gets inside position, keeping that ball up, didn't bring it down when he got that offensive rebound.
Keyshawn making his return to the lineup. Missed the last 7 games, dealing with that hip flexor. Count the bucket and the foul on the drive. Zion. The Pelicans have led by as many as 21. Zion loses the handle.
Good job defensively.
Right back over to the Pels, who goes behind the back. Misi to Zion for the flush.
For the Pelicans, getting the steal. Didn't know that he had that.
And that #1 pick. Murphy wanted to shoot the 3 again.
Nice catch by Zion, and a foul is called on the man.
Well, just a great cut down the lane, controls it, and just not.
Points off the bench across the last 3 seasons. Jordan Poole's second. Here he hands off to Matkovic. Inside, underneath. Williamson scores. I'll go to the line. 7th overall pick, Jeremiah Fears. Moving past Gilman. Here's Williamson. And the explosion at the rim. That time, Zion turned it on.
Of his game. And Zion Williamson. So much of what he's known for, that explosiveness.
He was so successful with his back to the basket against Boston time and again. Williamson had a steam, went to the left hand, such soft touch around the rim. And that's been a big part of the story too, Special K, the fact that he's been able to play and his health, obviously, has been a big part of his story. Technically,
now Jones driving on Champagny. Says throw, Wembanyama comes over and says no.
I love those controlled blocks.
And then Fox off the Keldon dish and
that one. And I'd like to see more and more of these where you control those blocks. You don't have to necessarily throw them out of bounds.
Layup. Is this a goaltend? Gives it back to Murphy the third. Drives on. Wembanyama got fouled. Count it and 1.
With Zion Williamson, he's too physical. He's too powerful.
Hand off the end. Alley-oop. One up.
Good block. Wow.
Zion.
goodness. I mean, it's just his athleticism, this athlete. He catches this, takes off, moves it around in the air.
That's all. Big bone.
Jay Green, front of the rim.
He looks good. He looks really, really good. Just trimmed down. Nice job. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
There he goes.
They get outscored by almost 12 points a game right off the bat. As you mentioned, Randall, no, inside. Sadiq Bey with the rebound. Lob to the rim. Zion throws it down.
It's kind of like offense, point guard position by committee. So
Zion against Julius. Attacks in the paint. Got the lay-in and a foul. Pelicans by 1.
kind of discards Julius a little bit when he takes off.
Derek Queen, he'll do a lot of handling of the rock. 13th overall pick out of Maryland, finding Zion for the easy one.
Game. That's what he wants to see, right? It's not about repeating a 30-point game coming off the one he did a couple days ago. As Zion Williamson in transition, that's where he's dangerous.
Carter makes it a 3-point ball game, 11-second differential between the clocks. You see what I mean, though? If he touches the paint, he's rising up. Bay on the spin. No. Tap. Zion stays with it and throws it down. Doug Christie says, we got to talk it over as the Pelicans. Russ, the quickness advantage on Messi, loses control of it. Another turnover for Sacramento. That's their 8th. In transition, McGowan's another oop for the Pelicans. Comeback win over the Timberwolves, a game in which they trailed by 18, and Zion with
Yakuchonis lobbing for Van, gets deflected into the sky, and it's Fears. Only Smith is back. Look out! He keeps firing, and that one got all net. 10 points for Adebayo. That's his second triple of the half. Zion pitching out, and that's a triple made. He's got 9 points. Heat ahead by 6. Zion, muscling his way in, caught his own air ball, and put it in, plus a foul.
7-footer after this initial miss right here. Khalil on him, but still able to finish.
Heat already with 94 points on the board. The Heat are the 4th highest scoring team in the NBA this year. Over 119 a game. Oh, that's a pretty play. Zion Williamson.
Maxey with ball movement here by the Sixers. Oubre off front iron. Bay ahead to Zion. And he jams it. And street ball quality to it the last couple of minutes, end to end.
Certain level of sloppiness.
Yeah. Zion on the reverse.
The smaller defender, and then here's the drive, the reverse, using the basket as
12 now for VJ. Zion looking to answer back. Good challenge by Adem.
Good no call.
They're one of the worst opponent paint point teams in the league, 25th there. The pass to Zion inside. So from Draymond, your spirit is your identity in these games. You see him seal D'Anthony Melton.
And Draymond does just enough to bother him. He has had his number defensively over the years.
And he gets hyped to play these games.
And then Zion blocking DeSantos. It's got to be exciting to be healthy again.
He doesn't look very rusty like he does
Does
the
not.
calendar year.
Warriors are throwing the ball away early.
And Zion hammering that down. Is kind of levitating after that one. Yikes!
They're keeping the Warriors afloat without Butler and without Steph Curry.
You're looking for that consistency with Moses Moody. You're definitely going to get it defensively. Offensively, it's coming too as Zion Williamson.
Shot clock at 3. Zion putting it up and in.
What they're allowing Utah to do right now, they're allowing them to simply move the ball. And this is what
Blocked away. Zeke got there.
it's a great recovery by Zion, but they're allowing the Utah Jazz to simply move the ball.
Telzrod shooting from 56% to 48%.
You knew this was coming. It's a matter of time before they start doubling and taking the ball out of Z's hands.
And Z's going to the strike.
When that ball comes out, you throw it back inside, and now you can't wait because you know.
Oh, tapped away. Good job, Z.
Ron Carlo.
Yeah, almost given away. Z, do it yourself, he will. Size advantage. Used his shoulder. Yeah, Herb took it away. You got a 3-on-1 basically. Leave it off for the right guy. Oh, now
this is where you got to take advantage of
they're behind the play.
The break.
And Z will get home and
this year in the NBA. That one is tapped by Zion, and it's not from behind, and it's stolen away from AR. Look out, there goes Zion, and it's a 20-14, 5 in a row.
Just like Jackson Hayes likes to lob, boy, Zion.
The clock.
Well, the Lakers hurt themselves by waiting so long to get in aggressive mode.
Williamson, look out here. Count of it goes. It goes. 386.
Is the nightmare for the Pelicans. They do not have an answer for him. He's 3 of 3. He's already got 8 points in this one.
And then Zion goes right back. Neat with the tip. No. Here comes Zion. Williamson in transition. Coast to coast. Zion.
Hear that whistle, you think it's on you.
For you, right?
Yeah, immediately.
Zion getting deep. Just
so
checked
quick.
in, yes.
So quick, Kyle. I mean,
Right,
they double-teamed
yeah.
Debo the entire first half of this game, and he made great decisions, got them in rotation. Kings got some good looks, but that time, first time out.
Zion's easiest bucket of the night.
They got a lot of guys that are looking to get you at the rim. You got to go in there with some purpose.
Zion now with 18 as Doug Christie play here in the fourth. They know. Zion, yes. Look what he...
You win games in this league now by putting together players whose skill set complement your star.
Good night. And Z will go to the line, leave with the three-point play on the swipe on the way.
Ball too long, right?
Yeah. And Trey got rid of it.
Yeah, Trey catches it. He gets rid of it now when he sees Zion with a full head of steam. You ain't stopping that.
Told you the Pelicans are #1 in the league in points in the paint, almost 58 a game. They've got 22 already. Make it 24 and count.
Murray on the go, and Anthony Gill
almost given away. Now 10 on the shot clock. DeJounte with DeAndre. Great pass. What a finish. Energy power play tonight.
Right, again, here's your short roll. DeJounte delivers it. Now it's on DeAndre Jordan to make the correct read.
Force him weak, they did. And how about that spike? Look out. Go for it, Z. Have some fun. End of the rim.
This is what you said earlier. You always have to know that he's there. Give me those. Outlet the basketball and allow Zion to do what Zion does.
Look at Carlo off the ground. Look at...
For many reasons, the Rockets really need this game.
Gotta watch it hard left.
Zion Williamson ties it up.
Yeah, just taking Finney Smith for a ride, and no one helps. He didn't want to give up a three. Look at this. That's my game plan design. No help there.
Zion barrels for 2 more. He's got a dozen.
Clawing back after the tough start.
Now Williamson got past Marshall, and he's got 14 to lead all scorers.
Didn't even know he wasn't available, Leslie, but it's not.
Flag hits the floor, contact, no whistle. Coop slow to get up, he's on his feet, but 5 on 4. Zion with a flush. Here's Zion. Williamson, a spin move of his own, and he converts.
What a great signing for the Dallas Mavericks.
Inside, Williamson, once again, close to the bucket.
To drop, and then right here, man, there was just a breakdown on the
Max Struz and Keon Ellis have checked in. If you're just joining us, no Jalen Tyson tonight out with a toe injury. Messi had to take a tough shot. Williamson inside, good pump fake. He got fouled by Mobley, and Zion has a chance for 3.
It was a tremendous play on that pass to Evan Mobley, and yeah, Zion, I mean, he's under.
Pelicans 9-25 on the road as Zion Williamson goes in strong. So quick for a big man, and an easy bucket for Williamson.
The opposition, the Wizards made 18. So they really got to pick it up there from behind the arc.
Half of the Pelican shots have been from 3. Williamson counted
a foul.
It is a 6'6", 285 pounds. Look at that. The creativity. So he's at the line for one as well.
Murray thought about it, spins, goes inside, double team. So Williamson open and the foul.
Right here drawing a double team, and there's Zion just standing there counting the house. Rising off the glass to get to the free throw. Now they're featuring Towns.
Towns throws it in the corner, and Anunoby sets, shot blocked. Williamson got a piece of it.
Shot clock's at 2. Tobias inside for Herder, and he touched the pass up, but it was slapped away.
For the first quarter, and D up for the last 3.9 here.
And the best part of defense usually is communication. Pirtle stays there. Z beats him on the strong side.
I tell you,
and
when
goes to a
Zion,
line.
Joel, when Zion decides, Scotty Barnes is one of the better and more physical defenders in the league. But when Zion lowers that shoulder, it's